Once upon a time, a jackal was standing under an old tree in the forest. A strong gust of wind caused the whole tree to fall, trapping the jackal beneath it and injuring him badly. Somehow, he managed to drag himself back to his den. After several days, he finally came out, feeling hungry. His body had become weak. Just then, he saw a rabbit and pounced to catch it. But after a short chase, he was left panting. His body was drained of energy. He then tried chasing a quail, but failed again. The thought of chasing a deer didn't even cross his mind. He stood there, deep in thought. Hunting was out of the question, and he was on the brink of starving. What could he do? He wandered around, but found no dead animal. Roaming here and there, he reached a village. He thought maybe he could catch a chicken or its chick. So, he started sneaking through the lanes. But soon, dogs began barking and chasing him. The jackal had to run for his life. He tried to dodge them by darting through the alleys, but the dogs knew every nook and cranny of the village. The pack of dogs chasing him grew larger, while the jackal's weak body was giving out. Running for his life, he stumbled into a neighborhood of dyers. There, he saw a large drum in front of a house. To save himself, he jumped into it. The drum was filled with dye that the dyer had prepared for coloring clothes. The pack of dogs went barking past. The jackal held his breath, staying submerged in the dye, only bringing his snout up occasionally to breathe. When he was certain that the danger had passed, he climbed out. He was drenched in color. Upon returning to the forest, he realized that his entire body had turned green. The dyer had used green dye in the drum. Any wild creature who saw him recoiled in fear. Watching them tremble in fright, a crafty idea came to the jackal's mind. The green jackal called out to the terrified creatures, "Brothers, don't run! Listen to me!" Hearing his words, the fleeing animals stopped. The jackal took advantage of their hesitation and said, "Look at me! See my color! Does any creature on earth have such a color? No, right? That means God has sent me to you with this unique color. Bring all the animals here, and I will deliver God's message." His words made a deep impression on everyone. They went and gathered all the other animals in the forest. When everyone had assembled, the green jackal climbed onto a high rock and announced, "Wild animals, the Creator Brahma himself has made me this extraordinary colored creature with his own hands. He told me that there is no ruler among animals in the world. You must go and become the king of the animals to ensure their welfare. Your name shall be Emperor Kakudam. All the creatures of the three realms will be your subjects. You are no longer orphans. Live fearlessly under my rule." The animals were already bewildered by the jackal's unusual color, and his words worked like magic. Even the lion, tiger, and cheetah were awestruck. No one had the courage to challenge him. Soon, all the animals began bowing at his feet, and in one voice said, "O divine messenger of Brahma, greatest among creatures, Kakadum, we accept you as our emperor. It will be a great joy for us to follow God's will." An old elephant said, "O Emperor, now tell us what our duties are." The green jackal, raising his paw like a true king, said, "You must serve and respect your emperor well. He should not suffer any discomfort. Arrangements for royal food and drink should be made." The lion bowed his head and said, "As you wish, Majesty. It will be an honor for us to serve you." Thus, the green jackal, now Emperor Kakadum, enjoyed royal luxury. He lived in regal splendor. Many foxes served him, a bear fanned him, and whatever creature he wished to eat was sacrificed for him. When the jackal went out, an elephant trumpeted like a bugle at the front, with 2 lions acting as his bodyguard. Every day, Emperor Kakadum held court. One cunning move he made upon becoming king was to issue a royal decree expelling all jackals from the forest. He feared being recognized by his own kind. One day, Emperor Kakadum, having eaten well, was resting in his royal den. When he stepped outside, he saw a bright moonlit night. From the nearby forest, he heard packs of jackals howling, "Howl, ooh, ooh!" The moment he heard it, Kakadum lost control. His natural instincts took over, and he raised his snout to the sky and joined the jackals in their howling, Howloo! The lion and tiger saw him howling and were shocked. The tiger said, "Hey, he's a jackal! He deceived us and became our emperor. Kill the scoundrel!" The lion and tiger lunged at him, and in no time they tore him to pieces.